Welcome to the campus of Santa Margarita Catholic High School and inside the Mosio Pavilion as the Orange Lutheran Lancers take on the Santa Margarita Eagles. Our broadcast tonight is being presented by Eagle TV 2.0 Sports. Hello everyone, I am George Zhao alongside Jacob Ashley. Once again, welcome. There's plenty of excitement in this gym and it's certainly building. We expect a great game between these two very good basketball programs. The first time these two teams met, Orange Lutheran won 38-32, obviously a great game. And in this game, the Eagles come in with a Trinity League record of 1-5, and for the Lancers, they are also 1-5. Jacob, what do you have for us tonight?
I'm expecting a really good game. Both these teams, exact same Trinity League record. I'm really looking forward to watching this. It's going to be a back-and-forth battle, and I can't wait to watch it.
All right, alongside on the sideline reporter, we have Leah Sakakini. Leah, what do you have for us tonight? Obviously, these two teams, very good Trinity League teams. Both have a very great height advantage.
Oh yeah, back when I played Orange Lutheran back in my day, they were always a tough opponent to face. The whole Trinity League is incredibly competitive, and this OLU team is going to be very good, very tough game, and it should be exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Right. Yeah, when I played basketball too, every Trinity League matchup is exciting. There's a lot of hype into each game. Obviously, there's different rivalries in between the Trinity League, any sport. It's always a great matchup. So on the sideline, as a sideline reporter, we have Leah Sakakini. Leah, what do you have for us tonight?
Thank you, George. This is a highly anticipated game between the OLU Lancers and the SM Eagles. The last time these two teams played, it was very well, and they had some trouble shooting, but Kane Roberts was injured, and we're looking forward to his comeback and his continuation to contribute to this team. OLU's in the same boat as SM. They're losing in the league 1-4, and so we're looking forward to an intense matchup for this game. Thank you, and back to the hosts.
Thank you, Leah. Obviously, Jacob, there's a lot of excitement to this game. Both of these teams have a similar kind of matchup, similar kind of record. So what do you think are the important keys for both teams for winning tonight?
Both the keys to the game, just like what the Eagles have been doing all along, just play hard defense, hustle for the ball. OLU's in that same boat. You know, whoever's gonna hit those loose balls, whoever's gonna grab those loose balls, get those rebounds, make fast breaks on offense, they're gonna win this game.
Definitely, I definitely agree.
But yeah, back when I played OLU, it was always very aggressive. Both the teams back when I played OLU was very good team, very aggressive. They play really hard, and they got some good talent on their team.
Yeah, OLU as a school is also a great school, as well as Santa Margarita. Both schools have a very good program, good coaches, and good support from the fan base. It looks like tonight is a Kobe night in honor of Kobe Bryant and her daughter, and they're passing on Sunday in a helicopter crash. SM really wanted to come out and support the Bryant family, the Bryant community, so tonight is dedicated to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, for sure. Prayers go out to his family. Kobe Bryant was such a huge inspiration to my life as a player.
Right.
I grew up a huge Warriors fan, and even as a rival, I respected Kobe as a player.
Right. I bet.
Game after him.
Right. I bet all of these players are definitely looking up to Kobe. Such a great influence to the game. So as we look at the Trinity League standings, Orange Lutheran and Santa Margarita both at the bottom, but they're fighting for the spot. Getting into Trinity League matchup, obviously one of the toughest leagues in the nation, looking at St. John Bosco in modern day. Both ranked pretty high. So Jacob, what do you think? What do you think these standings mean to you in this game?
Oh, in this game, it just means any team has an opportunity, right? Any team can take up. If Servite loses, any of these teams can take up that fourth spot.
I agree.
And some of them can get past J. Sarah if they lose against Bosco in modern day, which J. Sarah already has lost in modern day.
Yeah.
Quite astounding fashion, actually. So it's still a very competitive league. No team, I think, is out of it right now.
That's very true. As SM beat J. Sarah as well. So they're really, the standings, although they're there, every team has the possibility of beating each team. They're all well coached, they're all well programmed, all well backed up.
Right, that's just part of the competitiveness of the Trinity League.
Yes.
It's a very competitive league. any team can make it, but Bosco and Mater Dei are definitely the big dogs in this league. They're definitely the guys you don't want to mess with.
Yes, they have a lot of talent on their team, but so does SM. They're kind of building their program after losing their head coach.
Right. Right. I think all the programs in this league are incredibly talented, even Olu as well. But
definitely a lot of young talent on this team. I know a lot of the sophomores on this team are personally my friends and very good players. So,
for sure, absolutely, Ben.
Once again, thank you for joining us on Santa Margarita in the Moiso Pavilion for the Eagles versus Lancers game. All the positions in this broadcast are hosted by Eagle TV students.
Welcome to tonight's game between the Orange Lutheran Lancers and your Santa Margarita Eagles. At this time, we do ask you to please rise and join Father Kim in prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, we have much to pray for thanksgiving for all the heroes who have given us. Especially for the hero to the basketball community, Kobe Bryant. Take a moment, silence for him and for all those who passed. Into your hands, Lord, we commend their spirits. God, we thank you for the gift of our lives and the gift of pursuing what is excellent, what is good and holy. We ask you to bless this time of gameplay tonight, and we always have above all a deep, profound respect and appreciation for each other and for this game. Lord, allow us to always bring your love to one another, no matter the circumstance. Continue to bless and protect our players and their families. Keep them safe from all injury, and bring them closer to you each day, through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Margaret Mary, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Go Eagles!
Folks, we do ask you to please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll begin with the visiting Orange Lutheran Lancers. For the Lancers, starting at guard. He is a junior, wears number 5, R.J. Garcia. Starting at guard, he is a senior, number 10.
So the Orange Lutheran team, obviously a great team. A lot of their starters are juniors and seniors, as you can see.
Yet another guard, a sophomore, number
For sure, yeah, this team's very, very talented, and it's going to be a great matchup between these two teams.
Yes.
Very excited for it.
Orange Lutheran has always been a well-coached team with a good program, so I'm excited to see how they play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember a lot of these older guys from the JV team when I played, so yeah, seeing them here is exciting.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Santa Margarita Eagles. I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances, finessing with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan where my accountant lives, in fact I'm down in this. Do say with my boo.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call him Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Obviously, this SM starting team has been well prepared for the season, played some really good games against Jay Sarah and Modern Day. So, Jacob, who do you think the star of this lineup is right now?
Star of this lineup, JP Tadonic for sure. I think I watched him play last game against Jay Sarah. He hit 3 threes in the first half, and I think he's going to be a key sharpshooter for this team right now.
Right, I think I agree. I would say Jake Blazona really runs this offense as the point guard. He kind of controls the ball and sets the pace. So I'm excited to see how he plays. And the Eagles start off tip. Charlie Henderson and the Lancers. The Lancers start off with the ball, bringing it up the court. Good defense by Eagles. Looks like they're playing in a man setting. And a steal by Blazona. Heberly takes it to the rim and starts off with the easy 2 for the Eagles.
Oh yeah, Jake Blazona, great defender right there. Gets the easy steal, and Jake Eberle's got that natural athleticism. He can score those all day long.
Now, I played with Jake Heberly back in the day. I remember he's also someone who's always taking it to the rim, taking it to the hoop, and aggressive. So that's what we need out of the SM Eagles to win this game. The Lancers taking it into the hoop. Missed a shot with the offensive rebound. Charlie Henderson gets the ball. Jake Blazona taking it up the court. Passing it to Jake Heberly. Looks like the Eagles are running a really fast-paced offense, moving the ball all over the court like they always do in every game. And a 3 by Jake off the mark. Aldo Ruiz gets the offensive rebound. Oh, and throws it away by Charlie Henderson.
Yeah, it's a bad pass right there. He thought Jake was going to come for the ball. Sometimes you make plays like those.
Right.
Kind of sucks sometimes as a player.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's honestly embarrassing sometimes, but yeah, you got to get over it. Just got to be ready for the next play.
Sometimes it just happens in the game. A little nervous in the beginning.
Yeah, it's pre-game jitters.
Right.
Yeah.
So for the people back home, JD, can you explain to them what's the difference between a man defense and a zone defense?
So usually in a man defense, like we're seeing from the Eagles right now, they're just going to be pressing up against the set man. A lot of times they're going to be calling out who that guy is, but in that zone, we're going to have little sectors. They're just going to be spread out, more spread out, and you're going to have areas of the court you're going to be defending.
Right.
So, yeah, but right now the Eagles are looking to be in a man defense. They don't run zone a lot, even when I played.
Yes.
Very situational.
Yes, for the Eagles, man defense is definitely a standpoint, something they choose more often. They trust the athleticism of their players to stay with their man. And a charge taken by Jake Blazona. That's something he does very well, is sacrificing his body for turnovers and towards his team. So that's why he's one of the leaders of this team as a senior, playing all 4 years on the basketball team.
Yeah, for sure. Him and Aldo, too, just both work really hard. They get those plays like that. Aldo led in charges last year for the team.
Right.
And
there it is, JD.
Yeah.
He called it, JP with a 3. The Eagles lead 5-0 with 5:27 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's a complete sharpshooter in the Jay Sarah game. Like I said, hitting 3 threes in that first half. Kind of cooled down a little bit in the second half, but he's definitely a great shooter.
Right,
I played with him on JV, and he was doing the exact same thing.
Blazona taking it up the court. It's Charlie Henderson in the post. Turnaround shot goes in. Eagles come out to a quick lead, 7-0, and a timeout by the Lancers.
That's just what you like to see as a basketball team. You know, getting that quick timeout, quick run right there. Charlie Henderson, great interior scorer. I played with him on JV a while back, and he was just so good at making those post moves like that. And you just love to see that when you're a basketball team.
Right. Exciting turnout by the Eagles, coming out hot with a 7-0 lead.
For sure, yeah. Even that little lead is just so. Even as a player, when you get off to a good run like that, it's good for the whole team. It gets the whole bench hype, gets all the other players hype, and it's just going to help this Eagles team for the rest of this quarter, I think.
The Lancers will take it in and look to get on the board as they have 0 points starting off this first quarter. Eagles stay in a man setting. And out of bounds by the Lancers. Aldo Ruiz puts up a 3 off the mark.
Aldo's usually a good shooter. He'll hit those a lot of the time. He's really been working on his jump shot, and this is an unlucky miss for him.
Yes, he's one of the leading scorers of the Eagles.
For sure,
a great player both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. The Lancers looking to set a play and a screen at the top. Number 15 at the top. 12 takes it inside, and a steal by Jake Heberly. Pushes the ball to Blazona. Blazona up for the layup, and a block by number 10.
Wow.
That was some athleticism right there, getting all the way up to the rim.
Completely sent that back. Great steal by Jake Everly right there. Jake Blazona had a clear layup, but with the athleticism right there, just sent that out of the court right there, past the courtside seats.
That's just the athleticism you see out of Trinity League teams.
For sure. These high schools are crazy these days. You get to see plays like that all the time.
Yep. Aldo Ruiz swings it to Jake Blazona, and the screen at the top by Jake Heberly. On the inside of JP, and a score. Eagles lead 9-0.
Beautiful cut right there by JP. He did that a lot too on JV. He was always cutting, trying to find open looks.
And that's loved by the coaches. The coaches love when players cut to the basket looking for open layups.
For sure, yeah, they always love to see that.
Number 10, number 2, sorry, brings up the ball. And finally, the Orange Lutheran Lancers get on the board as the Eagles lead 9-2.
Yeah, Jake was looking for a charge right there, but unfortunately didn't quite get it.
Good drive by Eric Goodrich. This is number 12 on the Lancers. Jake Blazona taking in a little floater. Misses in a rebound.
Yeah, Jake is going to make those 95% of the time, and that's just an unlucky shot right there. He can hit those for sure. It's one of his signatures, actually, that quick little floater move he does in the paint.
Yeah, when you're standing at 5'11", there's got to be another way for you to score, and obviously you're not going to be able to dunk those balls over anyone. So a floater is a really good way for him to train and find ways to put the ball in the basket.
For sure.
Blazona swings it to Aldo Ruiz. JP with the ball. Back to Blazona. Inside to Charlie Henderson. Another shot by JP. JD, you hit the mark on this one. Yeah, JP hits another 3. He's 2 for 2 on the 3 ball tonight.
For sure, he's absolutely on fire right now. I believe that's 8 points for him already.
8 points.
Yep.
Out of the 12.
Yeah.
Eagles baskets.
It's a great play, great defensive play right there too. Get that block.
Jake Heberly up the court. Fights for the ball. Out of bounds, Lancers ball.
But yeah, as I was saying, JP, he's absolutely on fire right now. And just as I said in the pregame, he's going to be a key factor for the Eagles scoring. So yeah, watch out for that kid, guys.
The Eagles make some subs. Kane Roberts and Jalen Alexander
Yeah, both very good players. Kane's an incredible slasher. I love watching him play, and he's very athletic too.
I think both of these players are new transfers for the team. They've obviously made a big impact for the first 2 games of the season, and they're great players overall.
Yeah, Kane makes absolute plays. Same with Jalen Alexander too. He's a great player, great defender.
Right, Kane Alexander also made the winning bucket against Jay Sarah in the final seconds.
For sure, one of the best games of my life, honestly.
Obviously, a heated rivalry between the Eagles and Jay Sarah, but what a shot that was, that layup to put it in and win the game. The student section went hype. I know that I was in that student section, so
right, so was I.
It's really exciting to watch that as he comes back. I know he had an injury against the Lancers last time they played him, so it's exciting to see him back on the court.
Yeah, for sure.
And, see the difference that he makes.
Yeah, he's a great asset to the Eagles team.
Right. The Lancers put up another bucket. It's 12-4 Eagles with a minute left in the first quarter. Jake Lozano with the ball on top. Into the freshman, misses the layup. Back to the Lancers.
He's a great player, great paint scorer. I love watching the freshmen play, getting opportunities like this. It really shows you how young this team is.
Right.
And just the future, how the future's bright.
Right, the potential for this team.
For sure.
There's definitely one that goes upside. Not a lot of seniors that play on this team, so it's exciting to see a lot of juniors and sophomores being able to play in the next few years.
Right, absolutely.
Kane Roberts takes it in, a foul called.
It's a good foul right there. Trying to get into the basket, trying to go for that easy layup, but he gets fouled on the spin, going for the shot, and he's going to go to the line for that.
It's like a foul. Number 2, Garrett Carlson, a senior for the Orange Lutheran Lancers, as Kane Roberts looks to make these free throws. This is the first one.
Usually doesn't miss those a lot. He's a pretty talented free throw shooter. And
right, I know as I played and you played on the team, I know the coaches really emphasize making those free throws.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
I know in practice, if we didn't make those free throws, we'd have to run. So.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big contributor. My coach used to say what wins games is free throws and defense. So
right, yeah.
Those are definitely important to winning these games, and Kane misses both of them.
Yeah.
As the Lancers come up with the ball with 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Swings it to the top. Looking to set up for the last shot of the quarter. Trying to bring the lead down to 6. The Eagles lead by 8 right now. 3 ball. Misses the mark. Offensive rebound. Brings it back out for another 3. Another offensive rebound. 1 second left in the quarter.
Ooh, my
and a
goodness.
3. I don't know if that's going to count, but what a shot off the bank. Looks like a foul, too.
It's crazy. They're giving him the and 1 for that. That's going to be 4 if he makes this free throw.
That's a 4-point opportunity for number 15, Nicholas Flores.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal shot.
So,
yeah, we saw it.
As we look at JP, like you said, JD, he's such a great 3-point shooter. What do you think we expect from him coming up in the next few quarters?
Honestly, more of the same. If he continues to stay hot, continues to have that momentum he had in the first, then we should be able to see him score much more points.
Right. Great shooter, JP.
For sure, yeah. Got that good post move right there by number 10. Easy buckets for Olu. They just got to get more of those. That's why they brought the lead so much closer. It's only 12-8 now. So.
Right, 4-point lead. Just cut down from an 8-point lead. Obviously, that 4-point play at the quarter at the buzzer.
Yeah.
What a shot off the bank.
Yeah, that just brought the game so much closer. It's one of those momentum shifters in the game.
12-8. Jake Heberly will pass in the ball. Eagles start off the second quarter with a 4-point lead.
Yeah, we see Sela right here now. Sela was really good last year for the CIF team.
Right.
The team that won CIF, so I love watching Sela play too. He's an incredible talent.
Yes, Sela is such a ball pusher. He gets to the rim every time and creates opportunities for other teammates. Also has a great 3-point shot.
Facts, for sure.
Sela Jr. played on the CIF team, like JD said, last year, and was a great contributor to that team. Is now one of the leaders of this team, as a lot of the seniors graduated from last year.
Right, yeah.
So Jake Lozano will come in for JP. And the Eagles will inbound the ball. Blazona looking to push the pace. Jake Heberly swings to Aldo Ruiz, up to Charlie Henderson at the top. With Charlie Henderson back at the top, looking like they're swinging kind of a wheel play. Down to Charlie Henderson at the top, up with the post move, in with the bucket. JD, what do you see from Charlie right now?
It's one of those. That was one of the plays he used to run a lot. It was just like a key ball-moving offense. You just keep swinging the ball around, looking for the open man in the paint, and that's what Charlie does best. He uses his size and his strength to get open looks, and that's what makes him such a scoring force in the paint, and why he's one of the leading scorers for this team right now.
Yeah, it lists him at 6'7", but it feels more like he's a 6'11" kind of guy, getting to the rim so easily.
Definitely.
As the Lancers swing it to the other side of the court. Drives in a nice layup by number 15, Nicholas Flores.
Yeah, after that crazy Hail Mary shot, I bet he feels good right now. And
he's got a few points for this team as a sophomore. Obviously, it's hard to make a varsity team and play as a sophomore, but looks like he's a great contributor and scorer for that Lancers team. Down to Charlie Henderson at the block. Blocked by number 10, Tibet Guerrero.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Blazona, though. Great look into Charlie right there. Just unfortunately got blocked. Great defense there by the Lancers, though.
The Lancers kick it out with the drive. Back out, good ball moving by the Lancers. Up for a three and misses. A rebound by Sela as it brings the ball up the court. Blazona calls for the ball. It looks like a double screen at the top. Charlie Henderson screens for Blazona up to the block. And a steal by Garrett Carlson. Lancers look to bring the lead down to 2.
So another play we used to run a lot with the two guys on the top looking for the guy down low.
With a three-point shot, puts up, misses the rim. Let's see that brings it up to Heberly, who drives, and a great bucket by Heberly. Only a sophomore. There's a lot of potential for that kid, huh, JD?
Yeah, Jake Everly played on my brother's team in middle school, and he was doing much of the same thing. He was just towering over everybody, showing him athleticism.
Yeah.
And even when I played on JV and we have scrimmages against those guys, like, I was scared to guard him.
Yeah, he's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, he's got a bright future for this Eagles team.
One of the leading scorers for this team coming in from freshman ball last year. I remember I played with him. He's someone who'd always fight for the loose ball and do everything right. So as we look at this replay, obviously we're talking about Jake Heberly's athleticism. Going up to number 10, Tibet, which is a senior. That sophomore-senior matchup looking good for Jake Heberly.
Right. It's not just about his athleticism either. It's about that control he has, how he can just stop himself seemingly in midair and get that easy floater like that, like he always does.
Right. And as we look at number 15, Olu, Nicholas Flores.
Yep. Yeah, very pretty Euro right there. Get those 2 steps into the basket for an easy finger roll layup, just split past the defense. That's something Olu does very well. I feel like in this game they've shown their team that capitalizes on open threes and quick ball movement, quick swings. But right now their inside points is getting them, keeping them in this game for sure.
As both teams come out of a timeout, the Eagles look to extend their 6-point lead while Olu looks to close that lead. Both teams have 4 timeouts, both using one in the first half. Jake Heberly looks to inbound the ball to Jake Blazona as the Eagles look to bring the ball up. The Lancers looking like they're playing another man defense as well, which is really popular in the Trinity League and most basketball games, especially with the athleticism that they have.
For sure, yeah. Looked like right there, ball got poked out of Jake Everly's hand, so it's going to be Eagles ball right there.
A substitute for Garrett Carlson on the Lancers. And Lancers now down by 9, 19-10 Eagles in the second period with 5 minutes left. Looked like a clean steal by Aldo, but a foul called.
Yeah, they're going to call him for a reach-in right there. That's unlucky. Sometimes you don't get every call in the world. Sometimes refs can be a little mean.
Obviously, he's not happy about it, but he's looking to play the defense inbound to number 5 on the Lancers. RJ Garcia. Nicholas at the top, off of a ball screen. Looking to swing the ball. Cuts to the basket. And up to the top. The Lancers look to save that ball come from out of bounds, but the ball is on the Eagles side and they look to bring it in. Looks like the Lancers are putting on a full court press.
Yeah, that was something Olu did a lot in back when I played. Olu ran that full court press. It's kind of hard to break sometimes. Looks more like a zone press right now, but we could really capitalize because we get things like open looks like that. Unfortunately, JP missed it right there, but this is how you break this press. You just got to move the ball forward and get those open guys in the corners.
Right, JP 2 for 3 at the three-point line, looking to put that shot in, misses. Olu with the ball. And a good move by number 5, misses the shot. RJ Garcia is number 5 on the Olu team as a junior. Jake Blazona comes in with the ball. Some screen set down low for Charlie. Sela takes it in and barely misses that little hook shot. And a travel called on number 22 on the Lancers, TJ.
That was an unfortunate miss by Sela. Just went in and out right there, but Eagles will get it back though. The travel call right there. Olu seems a little upset about that one, but you know, travel calls happen. Makes you upset as a player, but you just got to play through them.
Right, sometimes the ref calls the travel or the ball not the way that you intended, not the way that you thought, but you just got to continue with the game.
Absolutely, for sure, man.
Jake was on at the top. Passes to JP. Heberly comes up. Into the freshman. Out to Jake Heberly. A great pass. And Jake Heberly puts in the 3 ball. The Eagles bring the lead back up to 12, 22-10. Eagles. 3 minutes left in this quarter.
Yeah, beautiful shot right there. A lot of people don't know that about Jake, but he's actually a pretty decent shooter. If you leave him open, he's going to make those at least like 90% of the time.
Right.
Like, very good shooter.
Great shooter, Jake Heberly. JP, another shot, puts it in.
Speaking of great shooters, there we go. JP, that's his 3rd 3.
The Eagles.
Same number as Jay Serra. What can I say? Just leave him open. He's going to keep making those on you all night long.
JP really backing up JD on this one. Great shot by JP. 3 for 4 from 3 ball.
For sure, 75%. Great stat line to have from the 3-point line. It's just great. Even as a shooter myself when I played, shooting that many threes is just great.
Jake Heberly with that 3 ball. We just talked about it. The Eagles have a very good 3-point shooting team. So some of the game plan that the Eagles coaches are looking to do is drive in and kick those balls out to the 3, to put those 3 balls in. Looking for JP, and looking for Jake.
Yeah, Jake Eberly's got that pretty shot. We saw it right there. It seems like he can do it all, but the Eagles.
Another great 3-point shooter, Aldo, as we talked about. It's really the whole starting lineup could shoot threes all around.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like the Eagles' offense has always been about ball movement and interior scoring, but this team can definitely make threes if you leave them open, which is partially why they've gotten to such a big lead right now.
Totally agree. So the Eagles head coach just hired a new coach.
Yeah, he's got a great resume for himself right here. Won a championship. Former associate UC Irvine, as it says right there.
Coach Justin Williams Bell, after the past coach, which was dearly beloved by all of Eagles basketball, resigned. This new coach has really tried to turn around this program with this young team. And a great pass up to JP, saves the ball, but the refs call him out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. JP saying my bad to Sela right there as he lost his grip on the ball, but sometimes that happens. You get a good fast break, but can't hold on to it. He's got to get it back for the next play.
Right. So number 3 at the top for the Lancers. Brings it into the middle of number 5. Number 22 puts up a shot and a 3 ball for number 22, TJ. TJ has put up some points for these Lancers as the Lancers are losing to the Eagles 25-13 with the lead up at 12. With 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Looking to close out this half and closing this lead. A pass to 22, TJ on the inside, and a great bucket. Back-to-back points made by TJ. What'd you see on that one, JD?
Yeah, TJ right there makes a great cut, great inside play, just abuses, taking advantage of the freshman right there, getting past him, and scoring that easy layup. Yeah, that 3 earlier, which was super pretty, so.
TJ, a sophomore on this Lancers team. And a point made by the freshman, Rockwell.
Yeah, Rockwell Reynolds right here. Great talented freshman, as I said before. Really shows you the bright, talented young future we have, the Eagles have. And
right, and this is Rockwell at 6'4". A tall, big man on the inside.
6'4" is a freshman. He might be 7 feet by senior year.
Yeah, I know. He's still growing, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
That kid's got some talent, and he's looking to bring this Eagles program to newer levels as he grows into sophomore, junior, and senior year. Celia Robbins with the ball to Jake Blazona. Eagles looking to pass the ball around, looking for that open shot. JP. Out to Jake. Jake looks for a screen from the freshman. And a drive by Sela misses, and the Lancers get the rebound.
It's like the Lancers might run out this clock before the half ends.
Right, 10 seconds left.
So the smart play to do so the Eagles don't get another chance to score.
Down to number 10, and a bucket right at the half.
Easy little putback right there.
As the Eagles lead 27-17. A great half by both teams.
Yeah, the Eagles really put on a show right there. And the Lancers, the best they can do is look for a comeback right now.
So as we look back at this great play, number 10, Tibet, gets that bucket off the glass. Great turnaround. And now Leah on the sideline. What do you have for us, Leah?
Hey, Eagle fans, tonight is Hero and First Responder Appreciation Night. As we continue through halftime, we do want to take a moment to sincerely thank and honor all United States Armed Forces veterans,
we've lost some in a row. We just got to keep playing hard. It's going to be a 32-minute game, so we got to keep playing hard all the way through.
Right, as your players have been doing. Last time you played Olu, it was a tight match and we had some trouble shooting. Tonight is the complete opposite. What changed?
I think our guys are just shooting with confidence. They're stepping into shots, and at the end of the day, you just got to believe you're going to get wide open shots. They got to step in and take them.
Yes, their confidence is definitely higher. How will your strategy change for the second half?
We got to make a couple adjustments on what they're doing. They're trying to take us in the post a little bit, so we just got to try to fight a little harder to get around and not get pinned behind.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you, Leah. And again, thank you for joining us in Santa Margarita Catholic High School in the Moisa Pavilion as the Eagles come out of the half winning 27-17 as the Lancers look to close the lead of 10 in the second half. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
30 seconds for a chance to win 3 ice cream from the handle. That would be both of your life. Don't break it. 5 seconds. Down it goes. In there. Nice job. Good job. We're going to count the last one. All right. Next contestant up. When ready. Second contestant, are we ready? Go. Shooting left-handed. Only one problem, he is left-handed. No, here we go. Keep after it. Good effort. Keep firing. There's one, almost. There's one. Couple more, you're in there. Handles ice cream on the line. There's another. Counterfeit goes! Oh, nice job. Good comeback, good rally. Put your hands together to Kyle Evans and Ben McGee. We want to thank Handles for sponsoring that contest. If you haven't been over there, check them out. They're close by, and it's outstanding ice cream. Handles. We got the next LeBron James out there, maybe.
Santa Margarita Eagles leading the Lancers 27-17 coming out of the half. And as we welcome you guys back to Santa Margarita Catholic High School, the Santa Margarita is playing the Orange Lutheran Lancers in the Moisa Pavilion. Both two great halves from the teams as the Eagles lead 27-17. As we look back at some replays in the first half, Charlie Henderson puts in this great bucket as he's been a great asset for the Eagles under the hoop.
Yeah, for sure. Charlie's been scoring a lot for these guys. Same with Olu, too. They've been getting a lot of good buckets on the interior, too. They got one really good three-pointer at the end of the first quarter, but still.
Right, the Orange Lutheran Lancers under the basket have been doing great. Number 10, Tibet, has been doing great for the Lancers, as well as number 22, TJ, as he puts in this reverse layup for the Lancers.
Yeah, TJ had a three as well, and he's really showed his talent and ability to score at the end of the second quarter, and he might be a key asset for Olu to help them win this game and make a comeback.
Right, he looks like a great scorer as he is only a sophomore for the Lancers.
For sure, they had to have added him for a reason, and I think his scoring ability is part of the reason.
Coming back out on the floor is TJ. As the Lancers switch side with the Eagles at the half and look to bring the lead back down from 10. Down inside to number 10. Up for the layup, misses, but a great cut.
Yeah, great cut, great shot. Great.
By number 10, Tibet.
Yeah, that was a great board by Aldo, too. Boxed out, number 10 right there. And allowed the Eagles an opportunity on offense.
Right, regardless of the height difference, Aldo gets that rebound over Tibet.
For sure, Aldo loved doing that. He loves utilizing his strength to the best of his ability to get those boards like that.
As Charlie Henderson puts up a three, a little short.
Yeah, despite his size, Charlie's actually been working a lot on his shot. We used to make fun of him on JV because he wasn't that much of a shooter, but he's been getting much better, and he hit a couple threes in the J. Sarah game.
Right, as big men are not really prone to shooting, but Charlie Henderson looking to bring that game, that part of the aspect into his game, makes him an all-around player as number 5. As the ball gets stolen by Jake Heberly, Jake Blazona takes it up for the layup. Another block by Tibet. As he stands towering over Jake Blazona as he puts up a three and misses out of bounds. Eagles ball.
Yeah, same thing happened just a couple quarters ago. Pretty much the exact same thing. Jake Blazona's on a fast break, and he shot that layup, and it just gets blocked by number 10. Just shows you his defensive prowess and ability to know where he is and get those blocks like that.
Right, that's just the height advantage that comes with basketball. It's easy for tall players like that to get boards, but great defensive play. Jake Blazona brings it up with a little easy jumper.
Yeah,
as the Eagles lead 29-17.
Yeah, Jake Blazona's shots from mid-range are so money. He can hit those all day long, and it's just a consistent shot that not just Jake, but any player can make.
Right, such a great part of his game as he is a senior leading this team and runs the pace of the offense. The Lancers, as TJ throws it up to Tibet. It looks like there's a Lancer on the ground from a foul, but gets back up.
Yeah, Eric Goodrich right there, a little slow to get up. That's always scary because considering how many injuries happened in the last time these guys met at Olu.
Right.
Considering the injuries like with Kane Roberts sliding and hitting his head, who's out for a couple weeks, it's always scary to see.
Right, obviously very physical game between these two, and any Trinity League matchup as they're all diving for the ball on the floor.
Right.
As number 12, Eric Goodrich makes his first free throw. And shoots his second and sinks the other one. Went 2 for 2 from the line. Jake Heberly passes into Jake.
Yeah, free throws are going to be important for both these teams. We saw Kane Roberts miss both, but Eric Goodrich right there made 2. Could be deciding the game, who knows?
Right, free throws are so important for the team.
Absolutely.
As the Eagles swing the ball around. Charlie Henderson at the top, back to Aldo. Aldo passes the corner, JP. Looks like Charlie looks calls for the ball, turns around floater, misses it. Rebound by Tibet, and a block by Jake Blazona. As we talked about, JD. Jake Blazona on both sides of the floor, very good on offense and defense.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really the heart and soul of this team if you really think about it. Just the way he's able to make plays on both, yeah, like you said, make plays on both sides of the court. He really brings up the morale of the team too whenever he plays.
Definitely, and a travel called on Eric.
Yeah, he took a couple steps before he took that dribble, and it's a mistake you can make any day. It sucks when that happens. I've done that certainly a couple times.
An open three by Seelove. Great pass by Jake Blazona. And the Eagles are up 31, sorry. Looks like a two-pointer was called to 19 against the Lancers.
Yeah, as you mentioned in the first half, Sela is a great jumper, and he's been really working on it ever since the team won CIF. And it's really nice watching him grow like that.
As the Lancers look to bring in this ball, a substitution for Garrett Carlson for the sophomore Nicholas, as he's limping off the court. Hopefully he's able to come back this game, as he's a great asset and a great shot, step back jumper by number 10 Tibet.
It's a pretty shot right there. You love to see it. Olu's making plays right there.
It's great to see a big man like Tibet be able to put up a jumper.
For sure, yeah.
Asila takes it in, kicks it out to Aldo. Aldo for the three, misses, is short, but offensive rebound by Aldo.
Great awareness by Aldo right there, staying on his side of the court, not getting that half-court violation.
Right. Jake Heberly in to Doc.
Yeah,
and a foul called.
Yeah, we saw Doc Mordar right there trying to use his strength and size just to take advantage of the paint and try to get an open look, but unfortunately couldn't get it.
Doc, a sophomore, a new transfer coming into the school at 7 feet tall. Obviously a towering, menacing player on the court.
Yeah, being 7 feet tall definitely helps when you're playing basketball.
Right. It's easy to get those boards and put up those little jumpers near the hoop.
For sure, yeah. You're basically unstoppable at that point.
Sela Robbins shoots his second free throw and puts it in. As the Lancers take up the ball and looks to move the ball around. Back to Tibet. To Garrett Carlson in the middle. The Eagles playing very good defense, holding their ground. There's a three ball from Garrett, goes in. Garrett Carlson, a senior on this Lancers team. And a timeout by the Eagles. The Lancers.
But yeah, it looks like it's a back and forth game right now. No team's really taking advantage of the lead, but they're just trying to get points as many points as they can. But it's back and forth right now. Eagles need this timeout to try to regroup and try to get their lead even better.
Right, the Lancers cut this lead from 12 to 9. Now back to our great sideline reporter, Leah Sakakini. Leah, what do you see out of this team right now?
It's too late. All right, Leah, what do you have for us right now?
Leah Sakakini on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Eagles are in the lead, and it's a very different game from last time. We have about a 10-point lead. Olu's defense has definitely become more aggressive since halftime, and coach's remarks are definitely showing through on SM's side. Thank you. Sending it back.
Thank you, Leah. Charlie Henderson down at the post, kicks it out to Jalen. Jalen, a really strong, powerful player, gets called on a travel.
We're seeing a lot of those travel calls today. Refs aren't letting anything go by, but that was absolutely a travel right there. You saw him bounce a little in the paint before he actually took a dribble, and that's going to get called 100% of the time.
Right, Jalen was looking for the foul there, as there was some contact down in the post.
Right, trying to get that jump to try to get that easy foul.
A kick out to Garrett, and another three ball from Garrett.
He's absolutely lighting it up. Garrett Carlson just two threes in a row right here. He's really closing in this lead, which is something I mentioned that Olu really needs to do.
Right, Garrett talking to Jake Blazona some words as he's 2 for 3 from the three-point line and closes this lead to 6 points as the Eagles lead 33-27 as they were leading for 10 points at the half. The Orange Lutheran Lancers have really come out on a strong point as Garrett leads this team with 2 threes. Down to Charlie Henderson, a great pass from Jake Blazona.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful fake by Blazona. You saw him with the head turn looking over to the top of the key, trying to fake that pass, but threw it down to Charlie down low.
Right, and a great layup by number 3, Yigit.
Again, it's that back and forth we've been talking about. It's really what's been driving this game and why the lead hasn't really changed.
And another steal. Back to Garrett for another 3. Misses, but a rebound by TJ and a foul called on the baseline by the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a heat check right there by Garrett Carlson, trying to make sure he was still hot, still feeling it. It's very close too, very close shot. And I would encourage Garrett to keep shooting those because it's really helped Olu kind of close in on this lead.
Right, Garrett shooting 50% right now from 3, which is a very good percentage.
Absolutely.
As Tibet goes up for the 3, misses, and a rebound by Jake Heberly. A great box out. Jake Blazona comes up the court, looking to extend their lead back to 10 as the foul is called.
Yeah, bench very happy about that push call right there. TJ gets Charlie. Charlie just makes you do that as a big man. He just uses his size, and you kind of you're forcing yourself to push him back. And
right,
he's gonna get those calls all the time.
If not, Charlie's just gonna easily get to the hoop.
For sure, absolutely.
A screen by Charlie on Jake, and a backdoor cut by JP. The Lancers obviously have done very good. Yeah. To bring the points back, and Garrett Carlson leading this with 6 points.
Yeah, I feel like he's a really key factor to Olu's comeback right now. Like you said, he's made those 2 3-pointers, and the Eagles are just making 2s, right?
Yes, so, obviously coach looks a little, on the Eagles bench, looks a little frustrated. Right. As the Eagles defense has lagged behind a little bit.
Right, Olu's also playing great defense themselves, capitalizing on bad passes and sloppy ball handling to just get these fast breaks.
Right, the Lancers only had 1 steal in the first half, but looks like they come out in this half in 3 steals, and those have turned into points. Jake Blazona with the steal. Comes down the court and passes it to JP, a great fake, and a great pass to Jake on the inside. He gets fouled. As you see, all the players helping him up.
Yeah, that's part of that culture with SM, you know. One guy falls, you got to help all the rest of them got to help him up.
Exactly.
For sure, yeah. He's going to get free throws right there, but that definitely looked like a harder foul.
That's something important to the Eagle program and to a lot of basketball programs is every player's got to help the other player off the court.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because they're sacrificing their bodies as Jake Heberly goes up for the layup and gets fouled hard by 2 Olu players.
Yeah, that's something they told us in day 1. I'm sure you remember. Just
yes.
One guy falls, like I said, you got to pick the rest. The rest of them got to go pick him up.
Right. Jake Heberly at 6'3", a sophomore for this Eagles team. He's a great player, as we mentioned, and he looks, as he sinks his first free throw, looks to extend this lead back to what they had at the half. Right now, a 7-point lead for the Eagles. And he sinks both of them.
Very nice. He's a very good free throw shooter himself. I've said this at least twice during the game, but free throws are very important in these Trinity League matchups.
Exactly.
Because especially with how close the Eagles games have been.
Garrett, another 3-ball put up. Maybe a little too overconfident on that shot.
Absolutely, yeah. Now he's starting to cool down.
As he's 2 for 5 from 3, but looking from an Olu perspective, I'm betting the coach keeps on wanting him to shoot.
Absolutely,
he's the reason for this comeback by the Lancers. A steal by number 5, RJ. And a steal by Jake Blazona. The ball going back and forth for the Eagles and Lancers. Jake Heberly comes in for a drive. Oh, and a charge.
Oh my goodness, that was another hard fall right there.
A charge called on Jake Heberly on Garrett Carlson. That was a ballsy move by Garrett, taking that charge from
yeah,
6'3", Jake Heberly coming in at that paint very hard.
Yeah, Jake Heberly's so strong too. It's just, he's hard to stop sometimes going full speed, but very gutsy play, but paid off in the end because Olu got the ball back.
What a play by Garrett. Down to Number 5 in the post, and a 3-ball put up and puts it in. Yiget with a 3-pointer.
Yeah, the 3-point shooting starting to click for Olu right now. That's why this game's getting so close.
And a steal, another turnover by the Eagles.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, Olu's capitalizing on sloppy passes and just bad playmaking in general, and that's another reason why this lead is getting so close.
The Eagles have already turned the ball over 6 times this half. As Nicholas has gone 2 of those steals for the Lancers.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something as a coach you cannot be very happy about hearing.
And another lazy foul by JP.
Yeah, you see Coach Bell over there. From what I see, he looks a little bit upset right now.
Right. There's no way he could be happy as the lead is down to 5.
Right. And as
the
you
Lancers have 5 seconds left in the quarter. Tibet takes the ball up and shoots up a 3. And it's a bucket.
Goodness.
What a shot.
Whoa, the fadeaway.
What a shot by Tibet.
Oh my goodness.
He's on fire. The Lancers have come back and bring this game down to 2. We're going to come back right after this break.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Welcome back to our Santa Margarita broadcast, as we want to remind you that the production team of Eagle Sports TV is all students. So this process
But yeah, the end of that third quarter, they're absolutely crazy. We saw,
as we look back at Garrett Carlson putting in the 3. We talked about it, JD. This has really been turning on for Olu and their 3-ball. As Aldo Ruiz puts in a 3 for the Eagles.
You see the bench getting hype over there. You love to see it. Brings the lead up to 5. 40-35 for the Eagles right now.
The Eagles breaking that ice on the 3-ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like Olu. Olu's been making a ton of 3s, which is exactly what they want.
Right. Tibet goes up for the layup, and Charlie brings down the board.
You see Olu starting to press them a little bit now, trying to capitalize on this close game that they have.
Right, some more urgency from Olu as it is the 4th quarter, down by 5, and a turnover by the Lancers as Aldo Ruiz brings it up the court. Jake Blazona slows down the pace.
Definitely
looks to call a play.
Definitely seems like the Eagles are playing with a little more heart now on defense.
And a strong move by Charlie Henderson on the block.
That's a big man's move right there, just bashing him down low, making that score 42-35 right there. Great play by Charlie, using that strength that I've talked about so much. Let's keep back.
Great big man. As we look at that back at this play by Charlie, just powers in and puts up the bucket. Something he's obviously worked on as you look at the skill that he has, shooting 3s and on the block, going up for the ball.
Right, even on JV, Charlie was good at knocking down people. That's what he did best. Very talented post player, and as I said previously, extending that shot to the outside has really helped his game a lot.
Right, as the Lancers call a timeout to regroup, as the Eagles bring their lead up to 7. Olu coming in close with 2 points.
Yeah, for me personally, after that crazy 3 to end the third quarter, that fadeaway 3-pointer, I thought, for that crazy 3-pointer, I thought it was going to be a super close game.
Right.
I thought it was going to be, all the momentum shifted for Olu, but SM really capitalized on that and built up a considerable lead again.
The Eagles obviously wanting to push back their pace that they had in the first half, leading by 10 points. But now the Lancers are back in this game, as every Trinity League game is. It's always close, no matter what.
Right, it's a lot of, excuse me, it's a lot of close games right now for the Eagles, honestly, with the Jay Serra game, and they played a lot of close games.
Right, a lot of heart for the Eagles as Jake Herberly gets a steal and takes it up the court. A Lancer diving on the floor.
Ooh,
and a backcourt called by the ref.
The Eagles bench seems a little upset about that one. They believed it was...
Coach Bell is obviously furious about it.
They're actually gonna change that. They're actually gonna say it was tipped and give it back to the Eagles.
Okay, so the refs are gonna change their call, and the Eagles get back their ball. Jake Blazona taking it up the court as the Eagles lead 42-35 with 6:30 left in the fourth quarter. And a tip by the Lancers. The Lancers are looking to get the ball back as they want to close this lead. They've been down most of the game, but they've brought it back to 2 points just recently.
For sure, absolutely, yeah. This is a scary moment for the Eagles right there, but a couple quick shots and some good defense brought the score up to 42-35 right here.
So JD, from a coach's perspective, what do you think the Lancers need to do to bring this lead back down?
Honestly, do what they do before. Look for their big open threes. That's been getting them a lot of points right now. Like we said, Garrett Carlson, big name we've been talking about. Any threes you can get right now, it'll close the gap.
Right, and Tibet, a great contributor to the Olu offense right now, puts on the screen for Garrett.
Yeah, he's been great on the inside for them for sure.
As he's up the ball, Aldo Ruiz on him, a great defender. Looks and puts up a three, misses. Charlie Henderson with the rebound. Blazona looking to push the pace.
It's scary seeing a big man like that shooting a shot that deep. Shows you how confident he is in a shot right there.
Yeah, that's a great asset part of his game. Makes him such a great player as defenders have to close out on him on the three-point line. But at the same time, with his height, he's able to drive in and put up those buckets as well in the paint.
For sure. Like you said, Aldo's a really good defender, but even then I was scared that guy was going to make it.
Jake Blazona, little shot floater, goes in, so clean.
Again, that mid-range game we've been talking about pretty much all night. It's a great asset to Jake's game right there.
Right, Blazona with over 10 points. Brings the lead back up to 9 for the Eagles. With 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Blazona with the steal on the floor. What a play by Blazona to get the ball back. JP coming up with the ball. Hands it off to Blazona, calling a play. Jake Heberly with the ball. And JP looking for Charlie Henderson down at the block. Aldo Ruiz looking for a pass. Charlie Henderson gets it up top. And a great cut by Jake Blazona and a fake. Barely misses a little floater over Tibet. Tibet got up high, could have blocked that shot easily. As Jake Blazona looks to shoot it over that tall figure. And a shot misses by TJ and a foul.
Yeah, over the back right there. That was a great play by JP as he could just box him out and grab that board.
A foul on Garrett on JP. Garrett's looking frustrated as he goes back to the bench and gets subbed in for RJ Garcia.
Yeah, as a shooter, I'd be upset too if I was Garrett missing the last couple. It's honestly demoralizing as a player. As someone who shot the ball as much as I did, it definitely doesn't feel good.
All right, Sela Robbins and Kane Roberts back in the game for the Eagles.
Again, we see Olu now running that press where they double the guy in the backcourt, whoever gets the ball on the sideline. And it's an easy press to abuse if you just use a good ball movement and look for those open guys.
Right. As the trap often leads to steals for Lancers and the team, their urgency kind of represents what the mindset for the coaches is right now, as they are down 9 points with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Right, as close as this game is, both of them appear to be calm, cool, and collected.
A great layup and one by Kane.
Beautiful. Kane is just so good at making those. Such an incredible, talented slasher. Brings the lead up to 11, 46-35 right there. And he has a chance to bring it up to 47, bring the lead up to 12 points.
Kane Roberts, such a great driver down in the paint.
For sure. With about 3.5 minutes left, like we saw at the Jay Serra game at Jay Serra, he can just absolutely sink those in clutch situations like this.
Kane Roberts puts in that free throw and is 1 for 3 from the line. As Aldo Ruiz presses Tibet at the top. looking to get the ball out of his hands. And an alley-oop miss from Tibet.
Great defense right there by the Eagles, seeing that alley-oop.
Sela Robbins comes in with the foul. Looks to shoot these free throws and put these in to extend the lead. We have Leia on the sideline.
He continues to rise on the court. A lot of player-on-player contact and a continuously higher and tighter defense. We've got players on both sides putting their all into the game and diving on the floor to get the ball. This should be a very interesting second half of the fourth quarter. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Leia.
Yeah, we saw SM in the bonus right there. Sela sunk those 2 free throws. Great points right there for SM. Brings that lead up to 14. 49-35 for SM right now.
Right, with 3:30 left in the fourth quarter, sorry. The Oulu Lancers are really desperate to close this lead as they were as close as 2 points, but now the Eagles have brought it back to 14 points.
Yeah, we see the Lancers going to the baseline. They're going to try to get an easy bucket off this inbound pass.
The Lancers looking to get the ball to the bet, and a three-pointer misses, but an offensive rebound and a pass. And a nice layup by number 5, RJ Garcia.
Yeah, right there. You saw in Aldo's face. He was trying to do everything to stop.
Aldo looks like he's driving from baseline up to Tibet.
Yeah, he was doing everything to stop Tibet right there from getting that board, trying to box him out, but he just couldn't. Just got unlucky and it turned into an easy bucket for the Lancers.
And a timeout called by Coach.
Yeah.
As he looks to talk back to his team on the defensive end. SM beating the Lancers 49-37. With 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, SM really broke away towards the end. We really saw how great defense and great ball movement from what we've seen can just lead to an incredible lead like this, 12 points. We saw at the end of the third quarter, it was really close, like a 5-point game, and SM really just pulled away with great shooting and even better defense.
So JD, looking from the Eagles' standpoint, what do you think they can do to hold this lead off and win this game?
For the last 3 minutes, they just gotta play their hearts out, play incredible defense, keep doing what they're doing. Honestly, just dive for loose balls, get easy layups, easy buckets, and try to run the clock out as much as possible.
As Jake Pizzona passes it, a great ball movement down to Charlie Henderson for the easy layup as they beat the press.
Just what I was talking about before, that ball movement is going to break that press, and you just leave Charlie wide open with nobody covering him because Oulu's so focused on double teaming, even triple teaming their guys.
And a steal by Sela Robbins, a great play. Brings it down the court.
Yep. Look.
As Sela comes in with a three-pointer, and the bench is fired up.
54-37 right now, 17-point lead.
The Eagles come back from a 2-point lead to a 17-point lead. And another steal. As the Eagles pass it to Sela, and a push, foul, Eagles ball off the baseline.
Yeah, we see even at home, it's a great way to end that right there. Just 2 quick scores back to back. Really pretty much the dagger in the coffin, the nail in the coffin, pardon me. Really nailed it right there. That great defense, 2 back-to-back steals, 3 for Sela. Easy layup for Charlie.
Always great for the home team to be up as the Eagles fan base looking excited.
Yeah,
as Sela misses this one-on-one shot.
Yeah, I heard the Nest chanting, "We want Jack" for Jack Dennis the Jr. So they're gonna explode if he gets in.
The Lancers looking to push the pace, putting up a 3 and putting it in. It's number 5, RJ Garcia. But they're still down 14 points. They're gonna need to come back and put a lot of points up if they want to come back in this game with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, absolutely. A little too little, a little too late for Oulu right there. 2 minutes is still a lot of time, but yeah, the next home game for SM2 is going to be against Servite, which should also be a good game. considering it's another team that's on the latter half of the Trinity League standings, with Servite only at 2 wins right now. So that should be a great game for the Eagles at home.
Right, make sure to catch that game here at home against Servite as the Eagles look to come out of this game with a win. As we look back at this, such a nice drive by Kane. As we talked about, it's such a great driver up to the hoop, finishing those layups. Kane Roberts.
Yeah, I say this every broadcast, but Kane's just an incredible slasher. Ooh, Jake slips right there.
And a pass to Sela Robbins, as he almost loses the ball.
Right.
The Lancers looking to press the ball and get a steal.
Yep.
As he passes to Kane
yeah, almost
in the
a couple
corner.
Turnovers there. At the end of the game, we'll see Leia. She'll actually have an interview with Jake Blazona, who's been a really key factor for this Eagles team and helping them win. And Aldo, too. Aldo's been a great player, and he'll be talking to Leia as well.
Yes, our great sideline partner, Leia Sakini, having these great players at the end with the interview, as we can see the perspective of those players and how they really led this team to the win today. Great win over the Lancers.
Yeah, Leia's been doing an incredible job all night. Props to her.
The Eagles just swinging around, trying to waste time. As the 12-point lead grows to 15 as Aldo Ruiz, like we said, puts in another three-pointer.
The Eagles just keep hitting dagger after dagger. 57-42 right now, a 15-point lead, if I'm good at math right there.
Aldo Ruiz, well over 10 points.
Another 3 for Olu right there, brings the lead to 12 points. And
Olu looking to come back in this game, obviously only with 45 seconds left, but doing everything they can. Looks like they're going to call a timeout. Santa Margarita is. So look how they're going to waste the clock. As we look back at this 3-ball. But number 3, Yigit on the Lancers.
yeah, we saw Olu make threes all night, but unfortunately in that fourth quarter, SM just pulled away, and Olu couldn't hit their shots. That was a big factor to why they pulled away so quickly.
That's right. The Lancers looking to press the ball, try to get some steals, put up some threes, and maybe close the gap with the short 45 seconds they have left in the fourth quarter.
Right, this is the same press they ran back when I was a player. They're just going to try to double the people. They're going to try to double the guy who gets the ball first, or the second guy, depending on what they're running. But
looks like a 2-2-1 full court.
But yeah, like as we saw previously, it's going to leave the guy in the back an easy layup.
Right. Jake Blazona and Jake Hebley up in the front, with JP up to the front, getting trapped. And Jake Blazona dives on the floor, gets the ball back. What a play by Jake Blazona.
Excellent hustle play. Excellent hustle play.
That's what we've been talking about all day and all night.
Yeah, just the heart of this kid.
Jake Blazona
doesn't let his size define him as he gets the big steal right there.
As we'll see Jake Blazona later after the game, Leia Sakini will interview him. Such a big player on this team, so much heart.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many points he gets or how little points he gets. He's always there for his team, and he always plays his heart out every game.
As the Eagles will pass and dribble this game out with 10 seconds left, Jake Hebley puts it up for 3. Ooh, but a 24-shot violation.
Not going to count it, didn't get it off in time, but good shot, though, by Jake Eberle.
That's what the Eagles want to do, is run the clock down. So they've executed their game plan. With 10 seconds left, the Lancers look to put up 12 points. I don't know if that's even possible, JD.
I've seen Reggie Miller do 8 in 9 seconds, so we'll see.
If Reggie Miller is here, you could say something different.
Someone call him down.
As number 12 comes down, and a foul called on Aldo.
He's trying to draw a foul right there. Aldo gets the blocking foul, unfortunately. Feet weren't set going for the charge, but it's going to be free throws for Olu as they're in the bonus.
Eric Goodrich looks to put these 2 in to close the gap and make it a 10-point game, but only 6 seconds left on the game.
Yeah.
The Eagles pretty much have this one in the bag.
Yeah, if he makes both of these, it's going to be 57-47. Should just about do it.
As Eric puts in this first one, looks to put in the second one.
It's going to bring Olu to 1-6 and Santa Margarita to 2-5. And the Trinity League standings.
Ooh. Looks like a foul on Jake Pizzona. The bench is not happy about this one.
Yeah.
As there's only 3 seconds left, there's no need to foul.
Yeah, just collapse him on the double team. Whether that was intentional or not, still not sure. But even then, it's still kind of, it's still unnecessary. You don't really need to be double teaming when there's 3 seconds left and you're down by 10.
Exactly. This game brings Santa Margarita to 12-12 and Orange Lutheran to 18-5 overall. Jake Pizzona, as we said, such a big player for this game. The Eagles would advance to 2-5 in Trinity League, and the Olu Lancers to 1-6 in Trinity League. A great game by the Eagles, as well as the Lancers. The Eagles come up to win 57-47 in this Trinity League matchup.
For sure, it was great on for both teams. Really close at certain points, but Eagles pulled away in that fourth quarter with great defense, great shooting, and it was an overall great game to watch.
Right. And as we look at the win by the Eagles, such a great performance, both offensively and defensively for the Eagles, being able to put those threes in the fourth quarter and pull away from that 2-point game that the Lancers brought up to the Eagles after 10 points after the half.
Yeah, for sure. We really saw Olu.
As we have Leah Sakakini on the sideline. Leah.
Awesome job, guys, tonight. I'm here with Jake Blazona and Aldo Ruiz-Ruiz. How was this game different from last game against Olu?
Last game against Olu, you know, we were away. We went in not really focused after the big win against J. Sarah, and you know they had a big student section. We just weren't ready to play mentally, so this game we knew we had to have it, and we just came out and competed hard.
Yeah, definitely a more competitive game. How is this game preparing you for the next game against Mater Dei?
Oh, you know, this game's a great booster for us. You know, helps get our confidence up, especially going into Mater Dei. But you know, I think this game just serves as kind of a standard that we can really compete at the Trinity League level.
Right. And you guys were on fire tonight. How do you feel?
It feels good, you know. Honoring Kobe on this night, it was tragic, but you know, we pulled out a win. It was a great way to, you know, honor his name and everything that he's done for the game, and you know, just keep this momentum forward going into the last leg of Trinity.
Agreed. And how about you, Jake?
You know, a win's a win no matter how you get it. But you know, I think that, you know, we still got a lot of work to do, a lot of games to win, and still a lot of time to play.
Jake, you definitely put your heart out tonight. You were diving for the ball with 30 seconds left, something definitely to be proud of. Good luck in the next games to come.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leah. As we look at this win by the Eagles, thank you for tuning in to Santa Margarita Catholic High School in the Moisa Pavilion as the Eagles beat the Lancers 57-47. Make sure to catch the Eagles as they take on Servite next Tuesday in the home gym. Show up to that game. Thank you for tuning in, as we want to remind you that this broadcast is sponsored and run by Eagle TV 2.0 Sports. And finally, all our thoughts and condolences to the Bryant family and Vanessa as we remember Kobe Bryant and his great legacy that he's put out. Thank you for tuning in to our broadcast. We'll see you next time.